The final night of the Great American Bash Tour took us to Greensboro, North Carolina. And we kicked off the night with a match for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Roman Reigns, the winner of the King of the Ring tournament, which earned him this opportunity, taking on Ricochet. Now, Ricochet very recently winning that WWE World Heavyweight Championship when he cashed in on our last stop in Memphis and defeated main event Jey Uso. Roman, who started the tour as world champ, and then in very shocking fashion, lost the WWE World Heavyweight Championship to his cousin at the Detroit stop. At the beginning of this one, Ricochet really catching the tribal chief off guard, but then Roman got in the driver's seat. And we kind of got what we've come to expect on a regular basis from Roman Reigns. Ricochet, who on a number of occasions has been on the bad end of a referee not seeing everything, almost benefited from it here. But Roman able to kick out. Sets up Ricochet, hits him with the spear. Covers him. Charles Robinson takes forever to get into position. And Roman Reigns, once again, your WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Don't forget, Jey Uso, because he lost that match to the Money in the Bank briefcase holder who came from WCW, Jey, no longer in the WWE. He's on his own in WCW. Then we had a fight pit between Dirty Dom and AJ Styles. And I got to be honest, this one, if we were going to give a star rating, which we don't do, this would probably have been about a 1-star match. There was zero offense out of Dominic Mysterio. AJ Styles, who's had to deal with the LWO for months, getting an opportunity to take out some of that frustration in this one against Dom. And look how quick Dom taps out here. AJ not even able to get the calf crusher fully locked in. And AJ Styles, in very quick fashion, picks up the victory in the fight pit against Dirty Dom. The WWE United States Championship was on the line. Former champion Bobby Lashley taking on Kurt Angle. If you haven't been keeping up with the series up to this point, it was at our stop in Atlanta where there was a Kurt Angle appreciation night. Now, if you know your WWE history, if you know your Olympic history, Kurt Angle back in 1996 won his Olympic gold medal in the city of Atlanta. In the middle of that celebration in the ring, Lashley would come out and offer the Olympic gold medalist a shot at his United States Championship. It ended up backfiring as Angle was able to walk away with the championship. But here in Greensboro, Bobby Lashley makes things right again and regains his WWE United States Championship. Then we had a throwback to the Great American Bash 1986 in this very city. It was a cage match between Dusty Rhodes and the NWA World Heavyweight Champion Ric Flair. Now, the Great American Bash was the brainchild of Dusty Rhodes. And this match in particular, and this city, so much history, and this being one of those iconic moments in the history of the Great American Bash, was where Dusty won his third NWA World Heavyweight Championship. It's a very iconic moment. He wins it in the cage. all of the good guys, the face wrestlers, come out and celebrate with him. It's a really iconic moment in the history of the NWA. Here again, the NWA World Heavyweight title wasn't on the line. But again, Dusty Rhodes gets a little bit more magic in the cage in Greensboro and picks up the win against the Nature Boy. Next, it was the WWE European Championship on the line. And this one between two best friends. They've also been bitter rivals. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Year one of the universe, they were teammates, they were friends. And then a little bit after the beginning of year two, Kevin would turn on Sami. And a lot of that had to do with the two of them, just whether together or separate, just weren't having a whole lot of success. Year two, this was the rivalry of the year. Came to a head at our second Survivor Series, where they would have an ambulance match, and Sami would actually be injured in that match, and we wouldn't see him for about 6 months. Fast forward to the build-up, the lead-in to WrestleMania 2, where Kevin was dealing with not only Gunther, but Imperium as well. Sami would show up, and it looked like Zayn was going to attack Owens, but in the end, he actually came out to help him. And over the last few months, he has been at Kevin Owens' side through a lot of the title defenses and feuds that Owens has been in. Kevin Owens successfully retains here, but this one, he wanted to give his best friend a shot at that European Championship. Great showing from Sami Zayn, but Kevin Owens picks up the win. Then we had the WCW Women's Championship. Former champion Raquel Rodriguez taking on Charlotte Flair, the woman who took that championship from her. Raquel earned this opportunity by winning a fatal four-way to get a shot at Charlotte here. This is actually Raquel's second opportunity to try to regain her WCW Women's Championship. Back at our LA stop, she came up short in her rematch against Charlotte. But she came in a little bit different in this one here in Greensboro. And I don't know if maybe the reality was setting in that maybe once this tour's over, she may end up at the back of the line. So if she doesn't find a way to defeat Charlotte here, it could be a long time before she gets another opportunity. She would make the most of it here and regain her WCW Women's Championship. The WCW Women's Champion Raquel bringing that title back to the LWO. Then it was time for the WCW United States Championship. The Beast, Brock Lesnar, taking on the Scottish psychopath, Drew McIntyre. McIntyre, who we say this every time he has a match, he has been on a hot streak. He has been on a roll since winning the WCW United States Championship all the way back at Starrcade. Lesnar kind of trying to find his footing in the universe. He got drafted back to the WCW. Hasn't really had a whole lot of noteworthy moments since the draft. He would win a fatal four-way to earn this opportunity. And at the start of this one, it looked like the Beast was going to be the one to finally put down McIntyre, which for months has seemed like something impossible. Two F5s wouldn't be able to get it done. McIntyre hits a Claymore out of nowhere, but Lesnar able to get his shoulders up. And again, as Lesnar looks to attack, Drew would catch the Beast, off guard, hit him with a spine buster, hook both the arms, drive the beast down into the mat, hook the leg, and come away with the win. Drew McIntyre, still your WCW United States champion. We say this after every successful defense that McIntyre has. Is there anyone that can take that championship away from him? Then we had a special Hell in a Cell for the WWE Tag Team Championship. For the final time, the Usos performing as a team, taking on their cousins, the Bloodline, the Tongans, Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. Now, the reason this is the last time the Usos will be together as a team, when Ricochet cashed in the Money in the Bank briefcase, Ricochet was a member of the WCW roster. Jay was the World Heavyweight Champion in the WWE. The rule this year is you could actually cash in on the other brand, but if the champion were to lose, he would replace the Money in the Bank briefcase winner on their brand. So, because Jay lost, he goes and will be replacing Ricochet on the WCW roster. Ricochet now, or at least coming into this night, was the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Not anymore. But Jay now heading to WCW. Jimmy now is going to have to deal with and contend with the Bloodline all by himself. We have no idea how this is going to play out. It can't be good for Jimmy Uso. So for the final time here, the Usos have an opportunity to end their partnership, end their run as a tag team as WWE World Tag Team Champions. What would that even mean? While Tama Tonga would be taking care of Jimmy on the top of the cage, Jay would hit a spear on Tonga Loa, hook the leg, and the Usos, in their final match as a team, will go out as WWE Tag Team Champions. What's this mean for the WWE Tag Team titles and the division? You'll have to tune in to Raw or SmackDown coming out of the tour to find out, but congratulations to the Usos. Then we had the WWE Women's Championship. Queen of the Ring, Liv Morgan, taking on Piper Niven. Just like Roman Reigns, Liv won the Queen of the Ring tournament, which earned her this opportunity. And it's been a quiet, really quiet last maybe year and a half for Liv. She's had matches here and there. She's picked up some wins, but really nothing of significance in that time. She knows that opportunities like this don't really come along very often. And she was bound and determined to take advantage of it, because it's been a while since she has had a title shot. Here in Greensboro, she would cash in on that opportunity and walk out the new WWE Women's Champion. Then it was main event time. The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, taking on Despicable Ray for the WCW World Heavyweight Championship with that disgusting branding, that disgusting tag that Ray put on the WCW World Heavyweight title. This main event, really, to kind of wrap up the entire tour, is it's almost very reminiscent of the Finisher story. You've got Cody Rhodes, the son of Dusty, the man who invented the Great American Bash, who had that iconic moment in this very city back in 1986, where he would win the NWA World Heavyweight title. And at that time, it was the big gold belt version of the NWA World Heavyweight title. And here on the final night of the tour, his son in the main event, looking to kind of repeat history. Cody, who came up a little short in the finals of the King of the Ring tournament against Roman Reigns, showed up in Atlanta and actually confronted Ray and challenged him to this match here in Greensboro. And surprisingly, Despicable Ray accepted the challenge. But we know how Ray is. He's overconfident. He's overcocky. But here in Greensboro, that overconfidence, that cockiness would in the end be the downfall of Despicable Ray. It took 2 Cody cutters, but Cody Rhodes is your new WCW World Heavyweight Champion. And guys, I just want to thank you so much for watching this video and all the videos in this Great American Bash series. I wanted to do something a little bit different, and the response that I've got has been amazing, and I want to thank you. We're not done. We're going to be back to our regular open mic universe business. Raw, SmackDown, Nitro, Thunder, the pay-per-views. The stories are going to keep coming. So if you have enjoyed it, please hit that subscribe button and join us next time for more action from the open mic universe.